Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4 Golden. In the last part we beat the first of the two dungeon bosses before we face the big boss. And we're now in the second half of the game. We're now in Magatsu Mandala. And so yeah. This is the reformed Okina. Let's have a look. Okay. So yeah, the reformed Okina, sorry, fuck. The reformed Okina is weak to fire, so use the most powerful fire attacks that you've got. So yeah, by this part, in this part, we're actually going to be going through the entire game, so the entire dungeon. So we'll be finishing off the dungeon in this part, but we won't be going to the boss. So that's the change relic, weak to electricity.
Huh? Is it my turn? Watch me.
Yeah, the only other thing with the change relic is that it's the change relic is only thing it's strong against is dark and light attacks. So yeah, just don't use dark or light attacks on it and you'll be fine. Yeah, so use electricity when you have the ability to use it. And this is the Happy Gene, weak to physical. So yeah, beat the living shit out of it. Not exactly hard to beat up, to be honest. The only problem that they do have is I think they have above average defense. Like they have above average like dodging, so they can be quite difficult to hit at times, but for the most part it should be fine. Just keep using the physical attacks and you'll get him in the end. Won't be too bad. These things here are weak to ice, so ice attacks, full out attack, and we're done. Pretty simple and straightforward. Get experience up, there you go. Always best to get the experience up. And Kartake is now at level 75. Primal Force. Yeah, so Primal Force is actually pretty decent. It does severe damage to one enemy, so it's pretty useful. Tom. Myriad arrows, get arrows, fuck. Myriad arrows, get rid of it, thank you. So yeah, in this part, sorry, in this part we're pretty much going to go through the rest of the dungeon and defeat the second and last like dungeon boss in Magatsu Mandala, and then that will be it until, and then we'll be facing off against Adachi in the next part. And we found our entrance. We're only a couple more floors to go, because the enemy, the last boss is on floor number 6. I think I just go up anyway. The only thing I'm missing there was a golden thingamajiggy, golden chest. But yeah, don't need all that stuff. I just want to get through. Yeah, and here's Adachi trying to be an asshole again. What a smart ass. I do like that. Recently calling him a smart ass. Okay, let's get through here. And oh, he's red. He's going to be a problem. So who's next? I think we faced the Minotaur before. We haven't faced this guy before. This is the Harmony Giant. By the way, his design does not really help here, because I would look at him and think, well, he's not going to be strong against. He's going to be strong against physical attacks, but apparently he's weak to them. Yeah, this guy is weak to ice, so Mabufala, finish him off. And there we go. They're all down. Almighty attack. Let's go. Basically, the Harmony Giant is only weak to physical attacks, and it's strong against pretty much all the other magical types. So it's strong against wind, fire, ice, and electric. It has normal damage against black and dark and light attacks. What Yosuke got there was very useful. That was the wind amp that increases wind attack damage by 50%, which is incredibly useful. That's incredibly useful. So this is the Conceited Panzer.
It's a no-brainer. 3 enemies left. You can win this.
Conceited Panzer is weak to fire.
Weaknesses. This one's very weak against electricity.
It's weak to fire, it's weak to electricity. So yeah. And they're weak to electricity as well. Are we going to use Teddy here? Yeah, we use Teddy. I do like his attack here. This little corkscrew thing. Looks kind of cool. Plus it does critical damage, which is nice. Yeah, so it's weak to ice and it's weak to wind as well. So yeah. Pretty easy to beat. At this point, it's pretty much just, like I say, at this point, with like the normal enemies, it's just a case of using the strongest attacks that each member of your party has got. Because I think the only one who doesn't have like a really strong magic attack is like Chie, because she learns like the most powerful ice attack she learns is Mabufu, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But considering that I've got other, I've got other personas which have ice magic, so it's no big deal. Plus, Chie is really good for physical damage, so it's like it's swings and roundabouts and all that kind of shit. It doesn't really. Oh, we got a special hand, high hand. Oh, fuck you, running away from me. I got the Cyclone Magnetama. I think that does it does a certain amount of wind damage. I can't remember how much it does. I think it does 100 points of wind damage. Like I say, I never use those fucking things. I never use them at all. Hit him. There you go. Time for player advantage. So yeah, this is the Slaughter Drive. Weak to electricity, so use electricity. And the Noble Seeker. Noble Seeker has no weaknesses, and it's resistant to physical attacks. So yeah, don't use physical attacks on them, just use magic attacks on about all these guys, and they will go down. They'll go down pretty comfortably. Let's get personas and level up. So yeah, my persona is now leveled up. Nice. And now we're going to be moving on. Let's attack this asshole. We're almost hit him. You retard. Oh look, it's the tank. Adachi, weak. Didn't do a lot of damage though. Hit evasion rate up, that's annoying. So now, yep. Block, that was kind of pointless. Yosuke helps cheer you up there. Right. So we know the Happy Gene. This is the Spastic Turret.
It's weak to fire. This should
The spastic turret is weak to fire, weirdly. Ice has no effect on it, and neither does dark or light. It's also strong against physical attacks, so fire attacks as much as you can.
enemy defeated. You're off.
And yeah, try and use... the happy genes are weak to physical attacks, so try and use the physical attacks on those assholes. And we're almost... I think we're almost done with floor number 5 now. Is it floor number 4? Are we on floor 4 or floor 5? I think we're on floor 5. And we got a couple of cards, so we got our endurance up. Yep, we're almost done here, so we're on floor number 5 now. And we got a lifestone, recovers our health. Pretty useful. And we're almost done with this floor now, I think. I think we're fairly close. I think I'm just going to go through and pretty much just trying to go through and find, see if there's anything that I missed. Fuck off. And I think I missed only one thing. Have we come across the entrance yet? No, there's the exit. There you go. So, yeah, this should be it, I think. And then we're on to the 6th floor. Tom, attack him. There you go. And we got Supersonic. Yeah, and kind of a useless item. Don't really use it that much. I've never used that item, actually. And now we're on to the final floor of Megatsu Mandala. Yeah, now this is an interesting floor. This is really straightforward and simple. Basically, everything goes into a spiral. So the whole thing is basically a spiral with one dungeon with one room in the center, which is where the boss is. So pretty comfortable to go through. Oh, fuck you.
That one's totally weak.
So this is the Solemn Machine. Solemn Machine has actually no weaknesses.
Don't lower your
The only thing is that
enemy defeated. You're off.
what's it called? Light and dark attacks have no effect on it whatsoever. So use any other type of use any other type of magic attack. Just use your most powerful attacks on this thing that you can muster pretty easily. Pretty easy to beat. Pretty weak. And cheers, Lynn Agnes. Heavy physical damage to all foes. 1 to 3 times. That's kind of nice. So yeah, let's forget power charge, and we're going to give you Agniastra, which is I don't really use all that much, but it's fairly useful. So yeah, as you can see, it's just pretty much a spiral. You just keep going around and round and round in circles until you get to the center, when you have to face the center room where the boss is. Pretty comfortable. This is probably at this point here I was like, fuck this. I'm out here. I'm going through. I'm beaten. I'm done with this dungeon. Yeah, at this point I was like, fuck it. I'm going. I don't need, because at this point I'm in the early 70s, so I don't really need to level up anymore. And items wise, I'm pretty much stocked up on what I need. So it's just like, if there's a gold chest, then I'll go for that. But if not, if it's just normal chest, then you know, fuck it. Let's just get the hell out. And it's one of the cool things which I prefer about this style of RPG as opposed to the random battles thing, where you can actually choose what battles you do and all that kind of thing. Same thing with South Park Stick of Truth. Okay then.
Oh, that's not good.
So this is our second
Useless
boss
and
fight.
confused.
This is This guy is named the Envious Giant. Basically, this guy's a bit of a pain in the ass because he's strong against fire, ice, and wind. He drains electricity, so he recovers health if you use an electrical attack on him, and light and dark don't affect him. So at this point, it's just the best way to go is like physical attacks, which is why I'm going for like the physical. The best way to go is physical attacks. Which is why I'm using the physical-based persona abilities, which cause a little bit more damage than just a physical hit. Ow. Also has reflect occasionally, which is a bit of a bitch. So, yep, Yukiko is going to be solely a healer during this battle. This one doesn't take very long at all. It's not hard. He has a lot of powerful physical attacks, which deal a fair bit of damage. But it's not gonna cause too many problems. And yeah, Yosuke's causing a fair bit of damage. Primal Force. Oh, that was power. I love that attack animation. That looks really cool. And heal up. This is my strategy with the last few bosses as well. Yukiko just becomes like. Every other turn is pretty much just heal. And the other turns are like, using Ajidyne or Marachidyne. I don't know what took me so long there. And there we go. And that was the end of the boss battle. Not exactly hard, but we're now at level 75. And she learns Fire Ramp at level 76. Shush phone. Right, so now we've beaten this boss. And beaten this area. We now need to leave the dungeon, so use your Go-Ho-Hem to leave the dungeon, and then you have to go to the 3rd floor of Magatsu Eniba, into here, and then you can leave the dungeon, and you can take on Adachi. So that's the end of this part of Persona 4 Golden. I'll see you next time for the boss battle with Adachi. See you next time.